Hello and welcome to another Jose's How-Tos. My wife and I had a lease with Infiniti Financial, and long story short, we sold the car online and made a profit. Stick around to see the full details on how we did it. It's currently 2022, and if you have a lease, chances are that your car manufacturer won't let you sell your car to any other competing dealership. So in order for us to sell our car, we first had to buy it from Infiniti Financial. First thing we did was went to the Infiniti Financial website to see what the payoff quote would be. That quote was $22,703, but as you can see, it did not include several taxes and fees. So I wanted to go down to some local Infiniti dealerships to see how much it would be to truly buy the car. First up was Infiniti of Coral Gables here in South Florida. That quote included some government, license, and registration fees, along with the dealer fees and some taxes. As you can see, the total was $25,262.39. I didn't want to just see what one dealership had to offer, so I drove to Warren Henry Infiniti across town to see if they gave me the same offer, better, or worse. The quote for Warren Henry Infiniti included tag, title, document fees, and taxes as well. But as you can see, that total was $23,891.43. It was way cheaper for me to buy the car from Warren Henry Infiniti than Infiniti of Coral Gables. Now that we knew how much it was going to cost us to buy our vehicle, we wanted to check online to see how much we can get for it if we tried to sell it. First place we went to was Carvana.com. On Carvana, the estimate that we got on February 1st was $26,906. Already we were happy since this number was greater than the $23,000 it was going to cost us. Then, just in case, we went to CarMax.com, and online we got a quote for $26,400. A little bit less than Carvana, so our choice was definitely going to be Carvana if we were serious about selling the car. So that same day, February 1st, went to the bank, got a cashier's check for the $23,891.43, and we made our way to Warren Henry Infiniti to officially buy the car and do all the paperwork. After all the paperwork was completed, it was actually about $150 less than what we had the check for, so a few weeks after, we got a check in the mail from Warren Henry with that difference. A few days after, we were a little skeptical about selling the car online, so we were thinking we'd go in person to our CarMax to number one, see if they would give us the same quote that we got online without telling them that we did it online, and number two, if we did, to just sell the car right then and there. We were very happy to see that CarMax gave us the exact same quote in person as they did online. So when we told them we wanted to move forward and just sell the car, they told us they couldn't because we didn't have the title in hand. Now, when we had purchased that car at the Infiniti dealership, they told us the paper title can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. So we knew that whenever we would get the title, we were going to have to get another estimate from CarMax and Carvana to see the difference and to go through, because the estimates are only valid for 7 days. Now, we waited, and finally on February 26th, we received the title in the mailbox. However, the title sale date was February 21st. Although we had paid it off on February 1st, the official date transfer of title in our name was February 21st. So now that we had the title in hand and we knew that the old estimates were only good for 7 days, on February 28th, we went online again to both Carvana and CarMax to see how much the new quote would be. Carvana's new estimate was $26,530, $376 less than the quote we had from a few weeks before. When we checked CarMax, the new quote was $25,000, $1,400 less than the quote we had from a few weeks before. So we were pretty bummed out, but luckily both those amounts were still more than what we paid for the car. But before proceeding with any of those two, I did a quick Google search and I found Vroom. So we went on Vroom.com, and the quote that we got was $28,913, way more than we had seen with any of the other two sites. So we decided from that point to just move forward and try our luck with Vroom. So that same day, February 28th, we filled out all of the Vroom information, scanned a copy of the title, our license, all the registration, and submitted an official intent to continue. That was on February 28th, and March 2nd, we get a call from a Vroom representative letting us know that unfortunately for them to be able to purchase the car, the title has to be in our name for at least 14 days. Since February 21st was the first day that we were on the title, March 7th would be 14 days after. That's the earliest that they could proceed with all the paperwork. Luckily for us, since we got our initial estimate on February 28th with Vroom, we were still within the 14-day period they would honor our estimate. As expected, on March 7th, we got a call from a Vroom representative telling us that the quote was still valid and that we're going to proceed with the purchase of the car and that we were going to get an email with more instructions. We got that email that same day, and it had the instructions on how we were going to send the title and registration, the physical title, to them overnight FedEx. They provided us with the email with the actual shipping label. All we had to do was find an envelope, put it in there, ship it out. 2 days later, on March 9th, we received an email confirming that they received our information, and it also advised that their carrier would be reaching out to coordinate the pickup of the vehicle. Sure enough, the next day, we get an email from the carrier asking for our contact info, pickup address, and the window of availability. We provided all of that information and replied. A few days later, we did get a call from the carrier telling us he was going to be in the area, coordinated the place and the time he was going to pick it up, ultimately just coming to our house. So as expected, on March 17th at around 1 p.m., the carrier showed up at our house to pick up the car. Now, I wasn't there to record the process, but my wife was there. He did a walk around the car, went inside, checked to make sure that everything looked good as we had originally declared when we were doing the original estimate. He turned on the car to make sure that it was running and then loaded it up onto his truck. He gave us some documentation as proof that he was taking the car with him. And later on that evening, we get an email from Vroom confirming that they have the car in their possession and telling us that within 1 to 2 business days, we were gonna have the money in our bank account through direct deposit. I was very happy the next morning, March 18th, when I received an email from Chase, our bank, letting us know that we had the money deposited into our account, the full $28,913 that we were originally quoted. So in the end, we purchased our car for $23,891.43 and sold it online to Vroom for $28,913. That's a $5,021 profit that we made in a span of a few weeks. With regards to the timeline, from the time that we paid off the car at the Infiniti dealership to the time that we had the title in our name was 20 calendar days, and we live here in South Florida. From the time that we filled out the information on Vroom online to the time that we received payment from Vroom was 18 calendar days. And if you look at the whole scope, big picture, from the time that we paid off the car at the Infiniti dealership to the time that we had the funds back in our account from the sale to Vroom was a total of 45 calendar days. Overall, very smooth process, very happy with Vroom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my how-to videos. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care.